The bus slows again, not with any mechanical shudder, but like a thought hesitating mid-sentence. The shrine on the hill draws nearer, and the figure with the lantern still stands motionless, as if carved from the soft golden light. You lean closer to the window, but it's hard to focus. There's a shimmering around the shrine, like the air itself is deciding whether or not to reveal it. Even the fog parts gently, as if unsure whether it's welcome here. The conductor doesn't announce this stop. He simply opens the door. The lantern flickers once. You feel a tug, not physical, but emotional, like a chord strummed inside you that's been silent for years. The kind of tug you'd associate with someone calling your name, not aloud, but in memory. You don't rise, neither does anyone else. The figure tilts the lantern downward in acknowledgement, then steps back inside the shrine. The bus doors close. "Not your stop yet," the conductor says. You exhale, only now realizing you were holding your breath. As the shrine disappears behind a bend, you notice something on the seat across the aisle. A small scroll, tied with a silken ribbon, resting exactly as if someone had just left it. You hadn't seen it before. The conductor notices your glance. "Sometimes memories leave offerings," he murmurs. "They don't want to be forgotten. That one's likely an apology or a wish. Might even be a map." You blink again. The scroll's ribbon is now red. Of course it is. Historians still argue whether travelers in Edo, Japan believed in literal ghost buses or simply accepted the supernatural as part of daily travel. But to those who rode home on foggy nights through mountain passes where reality thinned, the line between myth and itinerary was never that strict. Outside, the trees begin to change. Their bark gleams like lacquer, and their leaves now shimmer like brushed gold leaf. Perfect, symmetrical, and gently rustling despite the stillness. You feel a warmth creeping up your legs. Not heat exactly, but the sense of old fabric brushing your skin. You glance down. Your clothing has shifted again. This time, it's a simple yukata, patterned with cranes flying against a navy backdrop. The pattern looks familiar, not in a déjà vu way, but as if it once hung in your grandmother's closet. You touch the sleeve. The texture is real, the memory more so. "Don't worry," says the conductor without turning. "It's just the bus getting to know you." You notice something else. The aisle has lengthened again. Not only are there more seats, but now the lighting toward the back glows slightly blue. An unnatural blue, like the glint of moonlight on water. Back there, shadows move, not threateningly, but deliberately, as though there are other conductors, other buses, branching routes across the unseen intersections of memory and forgetting. You wonder if this is what dreams do when they take their time. The bus turns. And now you're descending. A soft, spiraling descent, like floating down the inside of a conch shell. The windows show not trees or mountains, but waves. Endless, slow-motion waves, with paper boats bobbing like fireflies in the gloom. The conductor closes the door with a quiet click. "You see?" he says, voice low as the monks chant fading behind you. In Edo, it was believed that souls trapped by regrets or unfinished business lingered long after death. Our conductor here collects them, ferrying those spirits to rest. You nod, though it feels strange to agree with a bus driver who might just be a ghost himself. Historians still argue whether the Raikon Basu, or soul bus, was ever more than a metaphor in Edo folklore, he adds. But many travelers swore they glimpsed it on misty nights, a chariot between worlds. You lean back, absorbing the weight of that. The bus hums softly as you continue, and you catch the flicker of lanterns tied to branches outside, small offerings left by those hoping to guide lost spirits home. Your fingers trace the embroidered cranes on your yukata, and you realize the pattern has shifted slightly. The cranes now carry tiny lanterns in their beaks, illuminating your sleeve like miniature stars. A quiet laughter bubbles from the back, soft, almost like wind through bamboo. You look back and see the girl whispering, now smiling faintly, her eyes shimmering with ancient knowing. The trick, the conductor murmurs, is that the bus runs not on fuel, but on remembrance. Every passenger, every soul carries a story,